Welcome to the Excel tutorial video. This is the introductory lesson to Excel where I will introduce you to the Excel environment. We will start off by creating a simple spreadsheet. I opened Excel and I was directed to the Backstage view. From the Backstage view, there are templates. A template is a predestined spreadsheet that you can use to create a new spreadsheet but with the same formatting. It helps us save time if we are creating the same type of file over and over again. The templates are not appearing right now, so that means that I will have to search for them from the search bar. Say for instance, I want a template of a calendar. I can just simply type in here calendar and click on search, and Excel will collect all the calendar templates that it has available there as they appear. And if I want to make any spreadsheet that has the formatting of a calendar, then I can just click on the template and then start working from there. I will just go back. Then on the left hand side of the screen, these are the workbooks that which I have previously worked on. If there is a workbook that which does not appear on on this list but I want to open, that means I have to click on open other workbooks, and Excel will direct me onto to files from where I can get that workbook. I will just open a blank workbook and tour the Excel environment. Note that at the top left of the screen, we have what we call a quick access toolbar. A quick access toolbar contains commonly used buttons. These buttons are there for convenience in order to perform a task quickly. The icons that appear on the default quick access toolbar are the save, undo, and do. So we will explore them much later. And then if for any reason I want to add more icons or to customize my quick access toolbar, I can just click on this drop down arrow and a menu will open. Then I will check on any function that which I want to add onto my quick access toolbar. For instance, if I want to insert the email icon, I can just check on email, and there you go, email will be inserted onto my quick access toolbar. Also, if I want for any reason to remove any icon that which is currently on the quick access toolbar, I can just uncheck it. There I'll just uncheck email, and email will be removed from my quick access toolbar. And then next to my quick access toolbar is the title bar. The title bar lies at the very top of the window. It displays the name of the opened workbook. The current name of the workbook is Book 1. By default, Access names this workbook by Book 1. And then next is the status bar. The status bar is a horizontal bar at the bottom of the window. The status bar at the moment has these view options: the normal page view, the page layout view, and the page break view. We will explore these pages in later videos. And then next to the view options are the scroll bars. The scroll bars are for zooming in zooming in the worksheet and also zooming it out. I'll just quickly zoom out there. And then we have the ribbon. A ribbon is designed in such a manner that it is easy to find different commands in order to perform the function. So this entire area over here, as my mouse pointer is moving, is called the ribbon. The ribbon consists of three parts. It's the tabs as my mouse pointer is moving, and the groups. For instance, the clipboard group, the font group, the alignment groups, and inside each group are the commands. So by default, the tab that which is active when you open Microsoft Excel is the Home tab. The Home tab contains most frequently used commands, right? So within these tabs are the following groups: the clipboard group, the font group, the alignment group, the number group, styles, cells, and editing groups. And inside each group are the specific commands that which are relating to that particular group. Then the next tab is the insert tab. The insert tab contains commands that pertain inserting elements into the workbook. For instance, inserting pictures, inserting tables, and inserting charts. The next tab is the page layout tab, which contains commands pertaining to the layout of the page and how the page is displayed. Then the next tab is the formulas tab. We use the formulas tab when working with formulas. We'll also experience that this tab in depth in the later videos. The next tab is the data tab. Here, there are commands that you use when you are working with an Excel database. The review tab, as the name suggests, it is for reviewing your workbook or your worksheet. It is for making changes to the worksheet, usually grammatically, and also inserting comments. The last tab is the views tab. The views tab, it is to change the way a workbook is viewed. And then we also have the file tab, which when you click on it, it takes you back to the backstage group as well, to the backstage view, the backstage view. I will quickly go back to my home tab, right? And then so within my sheet we have columns and rows. So the columns on the sheet are represented by the letters that appear on here at the very top. And if you want to select a particular column, then you just click on the letter and that whole column will be selected. Same with rows. The rows are represented by the numbers which appear on the sheet. And if you want to select any row, you just click on that particular number and that row will be selected. And next we have cells. Cells are intersections of a row and a column. So a cell, it is where a particular row and a column meet. For instance, I have selected cell D6. So this is cell D. How do I know this is D6? So a cell has a particular name which is given to it, which is unique, right? So the name of this current selected cell is D6. How do I know? Because it is under the column D and in the row 6. Also, we also have what we call a name box, which tells us the name of the current active cell. For instance, when I click on this cell over here, the name in the name box, it is given to me. It tells us here what is the name of that particular cell. Then we also have a range. A range is a group of cells that are grouped together. For instance, if I click, hold, and I drag my mouse pointer over a number of cells, this is what we call a range, right? So this is a group of cells that are grouped together. So this range is D3 all the way to F7, right? And then a sheet. A sheet is a single page that contains its own collection of cells. For instance, by default, Excel gives us the name of this sheet, which is currently sheet 1. If I want to insert another sheet, I can just click on this plus sign that appears next to sheet 1 and the sheet 2 is inserted. Also, if I want to insert another sheet as well, I can click on this plus sign again and another sheet will be inserted. And if I want to rename the sheet, I can just right click on the sheet and a menu will open. And from this menu, there's the rename option. So from this, when I click on rename, then I can type in any name which I want. I will type in books, right? And sheet 3 is no longer called sheet 3, but it's now the books sheet, right? And if I want to, say for instance, I want to give sheet 2 a specific color, then when you right click on sheet 2, there is an option, there's a tab color option, and when I hover onto that tab color option, there's a palette of colors that opens, and from that palette I can select any color that I want. I'll just go with yellow for now. And then can you see there, sheet 2 is given the color yellow. And then a workbook is a collection of more than one spreadsheet. So now that this workbook has more than one sheet, which is 3 sheets already, it is now called a workbook. And this workbook, as I said earlier, is called book 1. By default, Excel gives us the name book 1.